while using Gacha Club. Believe, I use it much more than you can tell from the video on the channel. It's just that a lot of things stay in the drafts and a lot of things I delete. I noticed a lot of different things, and I thought it would be a good idea to share it with you. Number 1. Front hair 333. When this hairstyle is selected, a dot appears on the character's clothing body. I thought for a long time about how to solve this problem, but the artist's jam can't be closed. Number 2. Color palette. Most recently, I encountered a problem that after choosing a certain color and exiting the edit, the color changed to black. It took me a day to figure out what was wrong. Have you noticed that some characters have a smaller palette of skin colors than others? It depends on the color you choose for your clothes. Unfortunately, when choosing a skin color, the clothing palette is not limited visually, but the color changes to black if you choose a forbidden color. There is a solution. In my case, I went to the skin palette and changed the shade. The character's skin was still dark, just like I wanted it to be, but the pants were now the color I wanted. Number 3. The position of the eyes and shadows on the face. To my shame, I didn't notice this feature for a very long time. Some characters have their eyes in different positions. Some of them are covered with hair, others are unrealistically located on top of the hair. This reminds me of Subaru. For a long time, I thought that it depends on the position of the character in the table. The first column is the eyes under the hair. The second column is over the hair. I was wrong and I should have suffered for nothing. The position of the eyes depends on this button. See? The same applies to shadows on the face. The shadow can fall on the eyes, or we can leave the eyes light, making the character an intimidating antagonist or a frightening, unsociable protagonist. At this point, I remembered Tomoko. Number 4. Darkening. I have often seen other gachatubers turn off the light in the room and darken only the room, and the character continue to glow like Jesus or the first child with quirk. I will open America to such people. The character can also be darkened. You can do this in this field. Or, if you have several characters in the room, you can darken them all at the same time, and for the same number of tones using this button. Don't be afraid to click on the fields, experiment, try. Number 5. The size of the background. Continuing the theme of the studio section. In Gacha Live, I often watched the following reception. First, we took screenshots with full-length characters. Then the characters were enlarged on the same background and photographed as an approximate version. Nothing could be done with the background in the app itself, and everyone accepted it normally. You can't do that at Gacha Club. You can change the background size in the app. If you are afraid of losing an approximate or remote option, do not forget to save it. Number 6. I-71. In the Gacha Club, you couldn't choose the same color for all 4 areas of the pupil. And in Gacha Club you can. Many people are confused by this area. But if we zoom in, it disappears. This way your eyes will look presentable. In fact, the problem with, as I call them, defects is quite common. Number 7. Objects under eyes and mouth. I thought about this in more detail when I came across the implementation of Dabi in Gacha style. In fact, I was surprised that some people have a problem with it. They use a mask for facial scars, and I agree with that. But why do many people cover their mouths with a mask? This was incomprehensible to me. After all, you can select the mask in a different window by changing the layer location. This way, the scar and mouth will be visible. This is more my personal quibble, as well as not love to change the appearance of Dabi, his return to the state of Toya, if this is a video where Dabi is considered to be Toya. But I can't help saying that. I hope the video was informative and interesting. If you want, you can share your tips and thoughts in the comments. That's about it. Thank you for watching.